Welcome Thundercat fans to another Third Earth Reviews toy review, and today I'll be reviewing the brand new Thundercats Ultimate Cheetara from Super 7. So before we take a look at our figure, let's take a look at the packaging. Cheetara comes in a black slipcover case with a metallic red Thundercat symbol on the front and her name listed below. Once the slipcover is removed, we can see our figure and all of her accessories. On the back of the box there's an incredible illustration of our character and a brand new character bio. This open window packaging is great for any mint in-box collector. Unfortunately, this new ultimate version of Cheetara is a huge disappointment, which I do think is not going to be a major surprise to most people who have followed the saga of this figure's release. But after several delays and a few complete retooling and redesigns, I did have a small hope that the figure would be at least decent. Sadly, this is not the case, as the Cheetara that was released lost several of the sculpted and painted details, which made the prototype such a beautiful figure. Some of these finer details include the hair sculpt, facial structure and paint deco, as well as the silhouette. In addition to these lost delicate details, the paint deco for my figure is spotty with several divots and cracks along the arms, as well as the paint in the joints that crack and flake every time I pose the figure, especially for the hands, wrists, and shoulders. Another major complaint I have is that the packaging left several gouges in the figure's plastic. Overall, the fact that we received this subpar figure after all of the delays is a huge disappointment. The prototype was such a pretty figure that I was really looking forward to the particular figure, but now I wouldn't even recommend this figure to anyone, especially for the current price point. Cheetara does have similar articulation to what we've seen with all of the other Thundercat Ultimate figures. Her head is on a ball joint so she can look left and right as well as up and down. Her hair sculpt does not limit any of her head articulation. Her shoulders have the same ball-like joints so they can go forwards, backwards, and out to the side. There are no swivels at the biceps, but her elbows and wrists can bend and rotate. There's a rocker in her chest so she can twist side to side, and there is a slight movement forwards and backwards. Cheetara does have a slightly different hip articulation than the rest of the Thundercats Ultimate toy line. Her hips can only go forwards and backwards with a slight rotation at the hips. Her legs cannot go out side to side. There are no swivels at her boot cuts, but she can bend and rotate both her knees and her ankles. Cheetara does come with several different accessories. She has two alternate heads, two versions of her signature staff, a flame effect for the staff, two versions of the communicator, two treasures of Thundera, the Mirror of Truth and a magical flute, as well as alternate hands. The alternate heads do have clean paint decos for the face, but there are very large seam lines that are not present on the original head sculpt. The two versions of her staff are short form and the extended form. Both are made of a metallic gold painted plastic. The short form can fit in her arm bracelet, while the flame effect can be added to the extended version. The flame is made up of a semi-translucent orange plastic. However, it is a bit too heavy for the thin staff and could bend the plastic out of shape. The magical flute and the Mirror of Truth do have some nice sculpted and painted details for the most part, although the reflective sticker for my mirror is slightly misaligned. And finally, Cheetara does have several alternate hands, but they do have such a terrible paint application I didn't even bother taking them out of the plastic, as I'm not going to ever use them on my figure. Although I would not recommend this Ultimate Cheetara figure, if anyone is interested in getting her, you can find her on sites like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. She typically retails about $50. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe so you can check out all my other reviews. I will have another Thundercat review up in the near future. So until then, this has been Third Earth Reviews.